Hey guys, so welcome back for another, week of what is on my mind. So trending thoughts with me this week. So this one comes to you from a couple of videos and talks and whatnot that I've been watching, mostly from the business world, but this one hits kind of in the feels a little for me. I recently watched a talk by Gary Vaynerchuk. Awesome dude who has some great business insight. If you want to check him out, you can do so. It's Ask Gary V Show on YouTube. And he talked about this interesting trend that's going on with Instagram. So Instagram being a platform mostly for that 18 to 25-year-old age group. And he says the kind of one of the bigger things that are happening, on this particular platform are 40 to 45-year-old women taking selfies. I'm almost not quite into that age bracket, and I thought, okay, that's really interesting, obviously. So then he brought up another point that was some studies have shown, and some research and whatnot, that the 42-year-old woman today is acting, behaving, buying, purchasing, working, maybe even as the 29-year-old of just 10 years ago. Now that is huge, guys. That is significant. It's this whole idea that we have to hold on to our youth. We need to buy that way. We need to do crazy things to our bodies and undergo procedures and whatnot just so we can hold on to youth. I thought, well, why not talk to that age group, right? So I'm lucky I'm surrounding myself with all kinds of generations of women. And so I spoke to a couple of 19, 20, early 20 somethings. And one in particular who's close to me had said, I just don't understand why, because I told her about this talk, I don't understand why women can't just really love getting older and aging and being okay with their wisdom. And I thought, that's a very good point, right? Very good point. And then she says, because you guys have had your time. And I was like, ooh, stinger. Okay, so she didn't say this obviously to be vindictive. She said this for a very poignant reason, even if she doesn't even know why. And I'm going to get to that here in just a second. Okay, how is it different for men? Because men, we look at them a little bit as they age kind of gracefully, they get like wine, okay? And as they get older, they become more distinguished and they become more attractive, not just, maybe even in their looks necessarily, but we tend to look at them as a little more okay with. We're okay more with men aging. With women, especially when they hit that 40-year-old mark, suddenly, they're striving to be relevant, striving to make their opinions matter, that their dreams matter, that their careers are worthwhile, and that they're still beautiful, and they're trying to hold on to all of these things. And I'm just thinking, God, that sucks. And even this 20-something said, it's just really kind of sad. And it is very sad that women who are in that 40-year-old and beyond age bracket feel like they're washed up at age 40. And that really got me thinking, because when I heard that whole, you should just age gracefully and, you've had your time, I was thinking, yeah, that stings a little bit. But what scares the hell out of me, guys, is that when she, being only a 19-year-old, is going to turn 40, the way that our world is working and the way that this ageification process is working, she's going to be made to feel like she's 50 at age 40. She may be older with how quickly things change, and I don't want that for her. I don't think any of us as women especially don't want that for our daughters. And furthermore, I don't want my son at age 29 to feel like the only thing that's really worth looking at and attractive is 18. Okay, first of all, ew. But second of all, I don't want him to feel like he has to look so much younger than him to find youth and vibrancy. So the only people got me thinking, how do we fix this? Well, some things have changed, we're like, the whole body shaming thing and, anti-bullying things and all those kinds of things have happened. But we point fingers. We point fingers at the media, at advertisements, at just the climate of our world. And yet, the only people who can change it is the target. Meaning, ladies, I'm talking to you. So we are the only ones that can frickin' change it. So if we stop rewarding our magazines, stop buying Vogue if you don't want to see the lying ads in it. Stop buying like products that promise that something that they're not going to really deliver on. I'm going to leave you with this parting thought. And it kind of gets me almost a little emotional because I think about our young girls, and I know a lot of them who have gone through a lot of trouble in their appearance with anorexia and bulimia and just body shaming issues with each other and the competition that we place on each other. So I'm going to say this. Our kids are begging us to accept ourselves, especially as we get older. And I think that's what this young woman was trying to kind of get at a little bit when she said, you've had your time, move on, feel good about it, get your wisdom on, blah, 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 blah. Subconsciously, she doesn't want to go through what we're going through at age 40. She's looking to us to set the standard and to set the tone and to set a path. So if you will, please trailblaze with me, ladies, and please accept that getting older doesn't have to suck, and that getting older we don't have to mask it by going, oh yeah, it's great, I love getting older, when really we're trying everything we can to be young. So be young at heart, feel good about yourselves, but I'd love, more than anything, to hear your feedback. So I know you've got some opinions and you might even disagree with me or what have you, but I'd love to hear it. Guys, I know you have your opinions as well. I want to hear it. 20-somethings, chime in. 60-somethings, chime in. Whatever it is, I want to hear it. And I will see you next time.